All right, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? If you've ever watched Valuetainment, the PBD podcast, you will know that these guys, to me, the way I see it, most people who support Donald Trump are not really supporting Donald Trump because they think that Donald Trump is capable of that job of the President of the United States of America. Most people who support Donald Trump, if by the way, why is it that most of the people who support Donald Trump, if you look into the background, they were Democrats. And most of these people who have got these huge platforms, they know that Donald Trump has got a base that is full of uneducated people, a base that is poor, and that same base will donate every dime they've got. Because to them, supporting Donald Trump is like a religion. They don't care what Donald Trump does. They don't care about the truth. All they know is Donald Trump is like one of us. How can Donald Trump be like one of you when he was born a rich kid? When Donald Trump was handed, I don't know the right figures, but Donald Trump was handed over $20 million in the 1970s. How can you then say he's like one of us? Donald Trump has never been poor. Donald Trump has never taken orders from anybody. And that is why he struggles to follow directions. He struggles to stick to advice and guidance because he doesn't know how to do that. Donald Trump has always been a boss. His only boss was his dad. That was the only person that Donald Trump used to be accountable to. Other than his dad, Donald Trump has never been accountable to anybody. He has always run the empire. Everybody has always reported to Donald Trump. That's why most people who have worked for Donald Trump says Donald Trump doesn't keep any trail, because how does he function? People just come to his office, they speak to him, and he gives directions. He makes sure that there's no trail coming back to him. They said Donald Trump doesn't send emails, rarely make phone calls. If he wants something from somebody, he will tell A to call B so B can tell C to tell D to do this or that. Watching the debate last time, I saw this. I think this was in the first commercial break. The Patrick David PBD podcast. The guys were, oh my god, their faces was unbelievable.
So what's interesting that I've been watching
This guy too,
is that
his name Tom.
she came in tonight. She needed to survive the debate, and I think she's done that. She has not collapsed the way Joe Biden did, but she's not convincing. She's merely, and she's. I feel like I'm being lectured by my aunt. Is how I feel. I do not feel.
The thing is, who cares how you feel? If you feel like you were being lectured by your aunt, imagine how Donald Trump felt. Put yourself in Donald Trump's shoes. Sitting there, you are like, my aunt is lecturing me. And if you've got a good aunt, when they sit you down to lecture you, you have to pay attention. They did not know what to say. They were expecting that Donald Trump will come in with a strongman persona, with a strongman mentality, and just go over Kamala Harris. But it did not happen. And during this commercial break, they were stunned. They did not know what to do. They did not even know what to say. The other guy that I'm hoping to see is Vinny's face. Because before that, he was like, Kamala Harris will stand no chance. Donald Trump is just going to crush her. Guess what? Your guy was well spanked. well spunk.
I feel warmth. I do not feel leadership. I feel she's doing the best she can with the tools that she has and the way she was coached for this moment. But I'm not feeling leadership saying I trust that leader to go negotiate around the world. I don't trust that leader to go negotiate with Congress. That's not what I'm feeling.
These guys are really sometimes dishonest, even to themselves. Do you trust Donald Trump, who was even scared to go and shake her hand? Donald Trump could not even look into her face. And you guys think he's a big man, he's a strong man. A strong man who is even scared to look at Kamala Harris's face, his eyes. When you say you are a strong man, if I am a strong man, if I greet you, I look you square in the eyes. You see boxers, you see fighters, before they step in that ring, they always make sure that their eyes are piercing straight into their opponent's face, because if you blink, they sense that you're weak. And Donald Trump showed to the world that he's a weak little man. Weak little man.
And once again, he's getting poked at him, and he is
she
staying short of full fury. And I think he's doing a very good job.
Donald Trump was doing a very good job. These guys. And millions of people listen to them every day. I do sometimes, because to me it's a comedy. He's well dressed. I'll give that to him. I like his shirt. I have that shirt. His suit is awesome. Tie, flush, haircut, perfect. But what comes out from his mouth is absolutely dog shit.
You know, responding and reminding us what the truth of what was happening.
Vinny.
If you had to guess, who do you think's winning? Like, if you, what do you?
Vinny, not guess. Vinny, you are well dressed today because you thought Donald Trump was going to come and show the strong man. Say what? By the way, I don't know why his name is Vinny. I used to think he's from Italy. He looks Italian. The last time he was on Piers Morgan, he said he's from Syria. So why is his name Vinny? Because Vinny sounds Italian.
You feel that the American people right now are
it's not.
They were laughing at your guy. The world was laughing at your guy. It's not even how they feel. It was comical. I laugh my ass off.
That's not how I'm looking at. I'm looking at independence. If I'm thinking independence, 70-30 to have Trump ahead.
Damn, these guys are so dishonest. These guys are, that's why I said these guys are just there to feed the base. 70 have Trump ahead. What did he say? Apart from run, spot, run. What else did he say? Oh, I'm talking. You remember that? What else did he say? That you're saying 70% have Trump ahead. What did he say? The guy was dog roll. The guy was spun.
I don't care about the American people, left or the right. MAGA's not changing, and the progressive left's not changing. The independent 70-30, they're with Trump right now.
Okay, and then Adam, you were talking about the women with the abortion. Because I mean,
not the men.
They're not. No, what I'm saying
they're
is,
not doing it.
Not the men, the women. What percentage of women to men vote in America? What percentage? Because remember, politics is about numbers. It's about addition. Politics is not about subtraction. Politics is about addition. You want more votes. You want more people to vote for you. So, what percentage of women to men vote in America? That is a good question.
Just the women.
But what I'm saying is, do you think that that's shifting at all, or can it?
I sense fear in his voice.
Are any of those women going to vote for Trump?
What do you ask?
No way. What are you talking about? Is your own wife even going to vote for Trump if you have one? No way.
I'm at, like, from tonight, from listening to what
where are you going? What do you think?
Abortion and stuff.
I
don't know. I'm just thinking. I just feel like the way that she's performing right now, everybody tomorrow, from the Bill Maher's and they're gonna put her on a pedestal and make her seem like she's the second coming. She's gonna be the savior. I'm telling you right now. I'm getting messages right now like, oh my God, our boy's not doing good. Oh my God.
Of course, that is the true message. Your boy was being crushed. That is true. Those are people who were actually watching the debate that we all watch. I don't know the debate that you guys watch. That Patrick is saying that the independents are for Trump 70%. What? Dude, I know you're rich. I know you made money, but sometimes, please, make sure don't copyright this. Do not copyright my video. because I'm putting in some input into this video. And guys, please just come and comment on this and tell me what these guys are talking about. How can they be thinking that Trump? Vinny knows anyway. Vinny knows. And Vinny is the only guy I was expecting. If Trump did well, he would have been dancing. That's why he was well dressed today, because he was expecting a victory.
God, he's failing. Like, I got 4 messages in a row saying that Trump is losing the debate.
Okay, Adam.
Really?
I'm dead serious. Just got another one.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm getting a text that Trump is losing.
You see what he just did the Adam. You're okay because he knows the guy is feeling it. He's feeling. That's why he asked him, "Are you okay? Just check him, buddy. If you're okay, if you're not gonna pass out."
I think there's only one time that Trump kind of lost his cool, and that's what I was sort of saying. Can Trump just keep it cool, bro? You saw with Biden. I mean, Biden is literally.
This isn't the same fight, though. There's two different fighting styles make fights.
Yes.
This is a different style of a fight.
Totally different style of fight. He can't.
The other one, you don't have to do anything. The other one, the guy was knocked. It's like Tyson fight, 6 seconds, it was over with. This is going. She's going 9th round, 10th round, 11th round. It's going. There is no knockout yet.
Right.
There's not going to be a
He's not going to knock her out. She's doing okay. He's coming back right here. There was only one time he lost his cool when he's like, "You're going to take the guns and you're going to," all that kind of stuff like that. You even were like, "Oh, chill out, bro."
By the way, this was the first part of the debate. That's why he's saying there's only one time that he lost his cool.
She's a viable opponent, but she's not a viable candidate, if that makes sense.
Why were they shifting now? Before that, they said she could not even debate. She could not even do this. She wasn't intelligent. Now, she's a viable. What did he say? I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. What did he say? Let's bring it back.
She's a viable opponent, but she's not a viable candidate, if that makes sense.
That doesn't make sense. What opponent candidate? That doesn't make sense. Potato. What? It's the same thing. Opponent candidate is the same thing.
She's not likable. She's not that smart. She's just doing talking lines.
She's not that smart. She's not so. This lady was attorney. This lady was a senator. This lady has been in public service for 31 years. And you're saying she's not that smart. And she's dog rolling Donald Trump. Who you guys think is smart? She's playing with Donald Trump. She's inside Donald Trump's mind. She knows where to push. She knows where to take him. And he's following along. And you are saying she's not that smart. If she's not smart, then Donald Trump is the dumbest dumb on this planet.
She's a DEI candidate. Respect. I get it. This is what the Democratic.
If she was a DEI candidate, as you guys claim, what was Donald Trump when he ran the first time? What was Donald Trump? Was he qualified? Was he really qualified? And is he qualified now?
Party is at this point. And she could beat Trump. Where I'm at with Trump right now is he is so much more qualified than he was 8 years ago. I understand.
Oh, she's so much qualified than she was 8 years ago. In what way? What makes him qualify apart from him just calling people names, insulting people? What? How is Donald Trump qualified? Donald Trump could not even say anything that made sense in the first half of the debate. And you're saying Donald Trump is much more qualified. That's why I said these people, they know how to make money because all they are doing is making money. And we sometimes think that Donald Trump is not a bad one. Donald Trump is the one who's causing all this. No, not Donald Trump. These people are the ones. Because if people could actually call it as it is, Donald Trump would not be there. But because they know that they have more to lose, if they start telling Donald Trump that, no, you are not fit enough to be president. Because they need to make money. We are greedy. Human beings, we are all greedy. They just want to make money because they know the base is going to be with them. Whatever they sell, the base is going to buy. Remember, just like Patrick always say, it's all about numbers. What are you selling? How are you selling it? And how many of the product are you actually selling? He said he doesn't care. It's what are you selling? What is coming in? So they're selling lies.
Understand why people, dude, 8 years ago, it's crazy. No way, Trump. He knows what he's doing at this point. He's going to have people.
How can you say Donald Trump knows what he's doing? But how can you say Donald Trump knows what he's doing? You are debating a woman you claim is foolish, a woman you claim has no sense, a woman you claim has had a low IQ, and you don't even know how to approach a debate. And you sit there and say he knows what he's doing. That's why I said these guys are the people who are to be blamed, not Donald Trump. Donald Trump is just an old man. Donald Trump at that age, he's just an old man. At that age, he should be just playing golf, eating some nice food, playing with his grandkids, and letting his kids tell him about the empire. Because he's never been smart. That's why he had to put his university result under key and lock. That's why he had to say, if you guys release my results, I'm going to sue your ass, because he knows the results are not good. That's why he had to take, what's it called? IQ test, cognitive test, to prove that he was all in there. Because if you're smart, you don't need to take a test.
People around him at this point. Are there things that she's doing better at, namely the abortion issue and a couple other issues? Yes. She has the
Because that is one of the things that people care about. That is what Americans care about. Trump has to also, because actually they were debating each other, but they are speaking to the population. They are telling Americans, what would I do for you? Not mostly what would I do against Trump. It's what would I do for you? Because Trump is not voting for Kamala. By the way, is he going to vote? Is Trump actually going to vote? Because if you are found guilty, no, he hasn't been in prison yet. But is it that's something. Somebody can tell me if Trump is going to be allowed to vote. That would be awesome. But anyway, let's carry on.
Democratic machine behind her, and she also has mainstream media behind her. How many times has the moderators interrupted her? It's Trump against the world at this point. And, you know, she's saying that he's a disgrace, and he's saying that she's destroying America. And the voters and the independents are going to basically determine what's true.
But it's been Trump against the world since he announced that he was going to go. And think about it. In 2020, they had a global pandemic that came from China that still has no accountability, and everybody had to vote from home. And Joe Biden did that overnight leap right now. This is what I'm worried about. This.
Come on. All those things have been debunked. All those things have been debunked. Even Trump let it slip the other day. He let it slip. He let it slip the other day before the debate. And you guys are still on it.
Election is the 20, let's say what the number, the realistic number, 20 million people, Pat. And you said the stat when we had the debate with Candace and Chris Cuomo. How many of the states, 20 million people are going to be here. How many of the states that we have that you don't have to show photo ID or any proof of citizenship? 16? 16?
Amy, 10 seconds.
What is he talking about? We're talking about because he has nothing to. I like their faces, just sorry faces. They were all dressed in suit, coming. I bet you they've got like champagnes and ace of spades in the fridge. They were hoping to pop this today because they thought Donald Trump was going to come with a strong man. I'm strong. But that woman, even though Trump is not the husband, spanked him well. I bet you he enjoyed the spanking.
They're coming back. Yeah. 10 seconds.
I mean, they talk about vibes. Joy, you know, she's the candidate of Joy. The vibe I'm getting is disingenuous. And we could go through every single point that she made and find where it was disingenuous and where she just used word salad to get out of the segment.
She used word salad. Ooh, these people are
basically.
Rob, bring us back. Tell us. Show us.
Listen to the frustration. Oh my God, our guys suck. That's what I'm thinking now. Our guys suck.
Still in commercials?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Amy, if you had any other thoughts.
I mean, I took some notes here on some of the things I thought were extremely disingenuous. She talks about the fact that Donald Trump left the economy and the job market in a terrible state, admitted the fact that it was when the pandemic started and literally nobody could work. How is she going to omit that from that what she thought was an impactful point that she made? Okay. But we could go through list by list. There's so many points.
Here we go.
Why don't you go through the list? They always say that. We could go through the list. You said you had things you've written down. Say the things. They've given you time. Now you're like, we could go through the points upon points. Because there's nothing to say. As usual, there's nothing to say.
To everyone in Florida, that you're down here, South Florida, I want to give you a quick announcement. This Saturday at 12 o'clock, I will be at the Fort Lauderdale Barnes & Noble signing books of Academy that just came out. first fiction book. I'll be signing Your Next 5 Moves, and I'll be signing Choose Your Enemies Wisely. Come join us. I'm going to be there. Vinny's going to be there. Tom's going to be there. Adam's going to be there. I'll be signing for 2 hours. First come, first serve. You buy a book, you'll get it signed by me for long.
What did I say? Imagine if these guys were actually calling Trump for the dumb that he is. You think people will go to buy these books? But because they know that MAGA will buy anything that they sell because they are Trump. That's why immediately after that, he came in with the business. That's why he's a millionaire. That's why he's making all this money. Nobody in his right sense believes that Trump is smart. Trump is not smart. Trump is a dumb. Imagine you were given $13 million in 1970. Was it in 1970s? I think it was like 1978. Imagine casinos. Casinos always win. Casinos always win. Trump is the only person known on this planet who bankrupted a casino. Trump has been bankrupt 6 times. And people think that he's a smart businessman. Not long ago, he was slapped. How much was it? 400 and something million for inflating his businesses like that, for fraud. That means everything he's always said was a lie. But on the other hand, Trump is a different human being. With all this scandal, he became president and is on his way to president second time. Nobody else can achieve this. Only Donald Trump. Anyway, I hope this video is not going to be copyrighted because I've put enough of my input in it. I'm going to look for the second part after the commercial break of that debate. Billy's face, Patrick's face, Adam's face, Tom's face, and that lady, I don't know her name, was hilarious, was funny. Kamala Harris, you guys said she was dumb. Guess what? She did this to Trump. Trump. All Trump could say was, yes, madam. They said, Ben, he bet. Yes, madam. You want more? Yes, madam. Anyway, see you guys on the next one. Hope this video is not copyrighted. Doses.